It's cold, but it's a beautiful day on the beach. February 12th, 2026. Hi. Wake up at 5 a.m., meditate, exercise, study, eat really healthy all the time, quit things that are bad for you, read more books, be a productive machine. What I mean by living your life how you want is you've got to be happy and do it your way. I got a walking pad in hopes to get more exercise. So far, I ended up going to the beach or taking a walk outside different places, and it's the same thing. Experiment, tinker with these ideas, and find what works for you. I'm not saying give up, but find a way to make what you're doing fun. I would get bored on the walking pad, the same thing each day, so I made it more fun by going to the beach for a walk. You can listen to something on the phone or listen to nature. You can go on a 5-minute walk or a 20-minute walk. It's entirely up to you. What matters is you tried something for no matter how long and showed up. There's times I eat salads, but there's also times my boyfriend and I don't eat healthy. Sometimes my body craves something unhealthy, but sometimes it craves something healthy, like a salad or water. I try to have a balance because it doesn't feel fun to always say no, but sometimes everything in moderation, even moderation. I've quit cannabis, alcohol, and vaping. The alcohol and vaping were easy. I was honestly surprised with the weed. I used to enjoy it so much when I was younger, morning, noon, and night. Then I stopped enjoying it as much. So I stopped. I made it fun my way by playing a game for a while. Instead of doing that, you can switch out the game for something else that you enjoy. Eventually, I didn't need the game anymore and went back to learning how I can improve my videos because I asked myself, what am I going to do with this game? How will it improve my life? The answer? I didn't see it improving my life in the long term, but in the short term, yes. I'm grateful for that. I'm still experimenting with this because I'm still working on quitting cigarettes, but I'm proud of my progress so far. If you're not completely there yet, don't beat yourself up. Be proud of where you have come so far and keep experimenting with ideas and how you can make it fun if you want to quit something. I'm not saying I have no discipline and you shouldn't either. No rules and nothing to aim for. That's not what I'm saying. Some people operate by doing things a little at a time. You don't have to be a productive machine, but rather someone who has goals they want to reach for. It doesn't have to be super strict, especially if you're miserable by doing it, then what's the point, you know? People say wake up at 5 a.m., sleep the same hours every day, but for me, that gets boring. I understand some people work and need to sleep the same hours, and if that works for you, then keep doing what works. But make sure you're happy doing whatever it is and that you're enjoying the process. Because if you're not enjoying the process, you've got to shift something until it starts working for you. Not you working for it, all depressed. Confirmation burp. Sometimes it takes time to shift whatever it is, and that's okay. The same goes for creativity. If you're not enjoying the process, change what you're doing creatively. I've gone through so many different creative projects, from attempting to make music, to drawing, to attempting to write a book, to even more recently posting shorts on other channels. I'm still experimenting with that last one. I realize a lot of those things I don't enjoy the process of, so I move on to the next thing. Things always seem to shift and change in life. One minute we're interested in one thing, the next it seems to shift a bit. I read books, but I go in spurts. Sometimes I end up going more towards learning different things on YouTube. Some people are visual learners, and that's okay too. I enjoy mixing it up depending on what I'm feeling, because doing the same thing day in and day out feels boring to me. I've tried it, and I don't like it, but I'm always learning. I don't meditate, I just lay down and listen to my thoughts that pass by. Maybe that's the same thing. I don't know. I appreciate the stillness, and usually the ideas I get for videos come with what I ended up studying that day or after I've gotten sleep. Speaking of studying, I used to enjoy studying Spanish. ¿Cómo estás? Hola. Then I sat down to ask myself where I was going to use this. I'm a shy person, so I wasn't going to go out and talk to people or go to a Spanish-speaking country, though that could change. I could study it for a little bit every other day if it brings me joy, not have it be my main focus, but for the most part, I've shifted what I study. Right now, what I enjoy learning the most is how I can make my YouTube videos better. So I'll watch other YouTube videos about it, read the transcript of the video if I don't feel like watching the whole video on the topic, sometimes take notes, watch it again to remind me, search up title ideas in YouTube search, and see how I can put my own twist on things. But I don't always do that. Maybe I'll look it up briefly. If I feel like it's a good video idea, I'll just go for it. If the video doesn't do well, I just keep learning how I can be better. But the important part here is that it doesn't need to be perfect. It can be uniquely you. Only you can put your own words to something and have your own ideas for certain things based on what you have experienced so far in your life. There are so many ways you can edit a video. Sometimes I get these cool thoughts like if I say things a certain way or if I edit a certain way, the video has the potential to get a lot of views. Say I have a bunch of footage of something. If I edit it in a certain way, the video has the possibility to get a lot of views, if that makes sense. For example, I have a lot of footage from my boyfriend Bobby and I's Disney September 2025 vacation. Hi, I'm Ashley. If I can edit it a certain way to where it's interesting, it has the possibility to get more views, which is a cool thought to me and also why I've been taking so long to put it out because I'm still thinking about it. I've tried editing it, but I wasn't happy with how I did it yet. Last page, it's only a half a page. But views are not a physical thing you can be sure of. How many videos you put out is more of a goal that you can reach for because you can't control views or subscribers, likes, or comments, but you can control how many videos you put out. It is possible to change how you edit, improve, and get 1% better with each video. I've learned from other YouTubers and I'm grateful for that. In a weird way, I feel like I've gotten 2 to 3% better with this video because I wrote a script, the topic, and I can already see how I'm editing it in my head, and the video will be more straight and to the point, plus I'm excited about the idea. Where there were also a lot of 0.5% and 1%, so I feel like it evens out. Other YouTubers definitely inspire me, and I learn from them too, so I'm grateful for that. They talk into and look at the camera, but sometimes I enjoy putting thought into a script like this and reading it to whoever wants to listen or watch or listen. It's a pain to remember a sentence or two. Look at the camera, edit out the silence, and repeat. Do what works for you. If you need to shift that idea later, do that. Sometimes I struggle with finding a topic, but maybe that means I have to just sit with ideas longer or give it more time. In this age of overstimulating content, I find that I really enjoy talking about different topics, only editing to cut out the pauses and or adding text if I feel like I missed something when I was in the recording process of the video. It's less work than editing with music and other footage, yes, but it's also an editing style that I enjoy right now. I love making YouTube videos. I have since I was young, and that's not going to stop now. Let me know if you have any thoughts with anything that I said. I'm always looking to learn and improve. I'll see you in the next one, and I hope that's real soon. Short, sweet, and to the point. I'm going to end it right here. Anything I miss, I'll put in the description. Bye for now. Bye for now. See you in the next one. Ooh, it's printing it. It's printing the script.